phone where you have the full fidelity of the document, and I can now go edit if I wanted to do editing on the 5-inch, 6-inch screen. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is on Windows 10 phones, we have this one capability, which is pretty unique, where because of the software, you don't have to be bound to just the form and function of one hardware device. So I can actually just take my Windows phone, tether it to a Bluetooth mouse, keyboard, and a Bluetooth screen. And literally, you have a PC-like experience. So I'm here on a Windows phone using essentially a Windows phone like a PC. So you can imagine, emerging market scenarios are going to be amazing because in a phone-only country, this would be the computing device. But even on the go, if you have only one computing device, you literally cannot be limited to the input-output of one particular hardware form factor. So I have full Word, Excel, I have a start menu, I can copy-paste, all my keyboard shortcuts work. So that shows sort of the richness of this continuum feature, and this is just the beginning of how I think we're going to change what does form and function of even a phone is. So now let me move over to this Surface Pro 3, and this is Outlook 2016. We're going to launch this new client next week. We're very excited about all of the new clients that we have. And in Outlook, what we've done is, of course, you have great email. You have this, again, same notion of being able to use machine learning to remove the clutter from your inbox. And this is, again, different from spam. But it's not just about email, but one of the things that we've done is we've integrated all of your groups. We're pivoting, again, Outlook from just being personal email to having the group conversations right here. So I have the same set of groups that I was part of on the phone. This is, again, speaks to the mobility of the experience. I also have the ability to have third-party applications integrated right here into my groups and my client, and in fact, that's one of the rich ways Outlook is going to change things. So let me go back to my inbox here, and I have a piece of email. And by the way, these third-party add-ins are right there in Outlook. I can view in Salesforce, I can take a look at Wunderlist, so that's another rich extensibility mechanism. Now I have a piece of email from something called Delve Analytics. Just like how we're used to fitness trackers tracking our health, we've built Delve Analytics, which is a new information discovery and knowledge tool to track your time, because that's the most valuable resource you have. So this piece of email just in fact tells me how much time have I spent in meetings, how much time am I spending with customers. In fact, I can open up this in a browser. So on Edge here I see, for example, if I go to the analytics piece of it, it shows me all by day how much am I spending in meeting time, how much time am I spending with customers. It not only does that, it even benchmarks my time, so it shows me in purple, my team in yellow, and obviously I need to spend more time with customers, and it also has the overall benchmark. So this is the kind of information you need in order to get work done, because the key insights I want is how can I get my work done more effectively by spending the time where I need to, and whom should I spend the time with? Which customer connections are going to matter? It even tracks something called network velocity. So it just looks at all of my communications and says, who are the people I should be in touch with to get work done? So this is what I think is going to be at the frontier of driving organizational productivity, is to have the feedback loop of the intelligence and knowledge of how your organization is working and how you are working, so that just like how fitness trackers help with your well-being, this will help with your productivity. Now, not only that, but Delve also does information discovery, because one of the key cultural changes that we ourselves at Microsoft are pushing hard on is not to be bound to any org chart for information to spread, because the silos are a real issue for any organization. So this is like a Facebook news feed where you can go in and see the work as it's getting done. You can visualize it. So literally this is work, this is someone working on some presentation. And so I literally go in every morning and watch this news feed, not just about people's comments. That is something that you can have with Yammer and what have you, but this is about actual work artifacts. So I look at work being done. And so for example, I can even pivot by people. So here's Peggy. I know that, for example, she's working on this Northwind proposal. In fact, she just edited it, it says moments ago. And so given that she's editing this, I can go in, bring up Word 2016. And by the way, one of the things that we've done with Word in the rich client is bring real-time co-editing. So we can now all work and co-edit this document in real time. And since you have presence information, I can open up Skype. And just last thing I want to end is, I can go back to my Outlook, and since I've just finished co-editing with Peggy, I can go ahead and send this document off by attaching this file. And what it does is it automatically goes to OneDrive, and instead of sending an attachment, sends a link to a cloud document. And that saves us a lot of pain in terms of sending attachments around the organization. So that's a very quick flavor of what it means to reinvent productivity with a service like Office 365. But ultimately, it's not about any tool, it's not about Office 365, it's about the way you work. It's the culture of your organization. And one such organization is Rent the Runway, so let's roll the video.
Our vision is that everyone in the world is going to have a subscription to Passion.